Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And a lot of people were thinking that maybe the Warriors had one more run in them this season. Acquired Chris Paul via trade. Maybe Chris Paul could get his first championship. Now, the season is only 23 games deep for the Warriors, still 59 games left, but it hasn't gone well. Last night they lost to the Phoenix Suns 119 to 116, dropping the Warriors to 10 and 13. They're actually playing better on the road this year, 5 and 7. Last year they were brutal in road games, but only 5 and 6 at home. You see Draymond Green only played 17 minutes. That is because he got ejected once again for the third time this season. Last time he got suspended 5 games for putting Rudy Gobert in a kind of a chokehold. This is what he did last night. Let me mute it via NBA Central really quick if you didn't see it yet. So basically, he after the game he said that Nurkic did have his hand on his waist. He wanted to sell the call and was very theatrical with it and swung and hit Jusuf Nurkic in the face. Of course, as I mentioned, just got suspended for 5 games. What, a month ago, if that. We'll see what suspension comes now. So Nurkic after the game, CBS Sports. Meanwhile, Nurkic was less enthusiastic about the situation. What's going on with him? Nurkic remarked, I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needs help. I'm glad he didn't try to choke me, obviously, making light of the Rudy Gobert situation. At the same time, it ain't nothing to do with basketball. So this was the 19th career ejection for Green, which is the most among active players in his third of the season already. November 11th was tossed after picking up 2 technical fouls in the Warriors lost to Cavs. Second technical foul of the night came after he shoved Cavaliers Cleveland guard Donovan Mitchell out of bounds, leading to an altercation between the two on the other side of the court. Upon further review, Green was handed his second tech in an early trip to the locker room. So we look at the NBA standings. Right now, the Golden State Warriors are outside the play-in game by 2.5 games. Again, so much of the NBA season left, but they have just not gotten their act together. I will say, out of the all the teams on the outside looking in, they might be the only team with a chance to get in. Although John Moran is only suspended for 3 more games for the Grizzlies, but you wonder if the Grizz are too far out of it. 6 games out of the play-in tournament right now. But what are your thoughts after seeing what he did to Jusuf Nurkic? How many games do you think Draymond Green should be suspended? You have to think a suspension's coming. I mean, you have to know, really, that a suspension's coming. The last time he got suspended, he basically said, it's based on his reputation. Well, I mean, of course it is at this point when it happens so many times. Steve Kerr was none too pleased once again after the game. He just doesn't seem to have his head on straight at all times. I get trying to sell a foul call, but he just did it to the extreme. It's not like players are doing this all the time. And, not just Draymond Green, but Klay Thompson really struggling this year, barely shooting over 40% from the field. Andrew Wiggins has been invisible at times this season. Actually, I did a video a few months back on Klay Thompson basically wanting a max deal. His contract runs out after the season. I just don't foresee how he could get anywhere near the max. I get, you appreciate what he did in the past, but they also just did give him a max deal, and he was basically out 2 seasons of that deal. But we'll see what happens the rest of the season. Again, still 59 games left. But they're sure to be without Draymond for a decent amount of time. Again, how long do you think Draymond will get suspended? And do you think the Warriors can at least make the play-in tournament? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.